what was the inspiration to become an author?
Sorry,
I said, what was the inspiration for yourself to become an author?
Oh,
Were you always into books and everything? And
not really. I mean, I think there should have been a lot more. I'm sure there's a lot more highly educated, highly intelligent people to be talking about curing cancer, but nobody was. I heard about it and I said, okay, my doctor can't do that. How are you people doing? There's a whole community, the holistic healing community doing it. And then being an actor, the next step is filmmaker. So I thought, well, I'm going to make a documentary. So I made a documentary called I Cure Cancer. And it's still on my website to this day. I think it got taken off YouTube, of course. But it's on Odyssey.com. But just go to ianjacklin.com. And in my videos, there's a link to the I Cure Cancer movie. And I'm allowed to say I Cure Cancer because it's the title of a movie. It's a dramatic deal. It's a documentary, and you're not allowed to make claims like that on the internet or anywhere. That's why I can't advertise any of my books, because they all talk about the name of my book, and they don't seem to know that you're allowed to have a name in, saying that, because I'm not saying it's the name of a book. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anyway, after I made the documentary, and people are following it, and it's working for them. They're stage 4, stage 3, stage 2, doesn't matter. It was working. Once in a while it wouldn't, but in general it would. And so I thought, well, I should probably put it into a book. And I started watching YouTube videos on how to write a book. And so I put it into a manuscript, and it taught me how to put it up on Kindle. And then, and I think in the beginning I might even paid somebody to do it for me, the first one. And then after that was out, and I mean, again, I can't advertise it. So it's just, if people happen to hear about it, they might buy it. So I've never, a lot of people think, oh, you just got 7 books, you must be rich. No, I might make $100 a month, $200 a month if I'm lucky on selling books. And it's because they won't allow me to advertise them. It goes against the narrative. So I'm still struggling to this day, working whatever job, driving Uber or driving Lyft or DoorDash, and doing whatever I can to construction. That's why I came back to Hollywood. I thought, you know what, at least here the dream's alive. You never know. It's happened to me before. I'm standing there at a bar and somebody comes up and says, what are you doing Tuesday? Nothing. Want to be in my movie? Yeah. That doesn't happen in Wisconsin. So that's why I came back to Hollywood. So
well, like I said, I hope it goes well for you and everything. You deserve all the success, because after speaking to you for almost nearly an hour, but you've come across me as one of the nicest people I've ever had the opportunity of talking to, and I sincerely mean that, Ian.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. So, and also, when did the idea come from to want to provide holistic health services, and how did you come up with that? Where was the inspiration for that?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you that well.
When did the idea come to provide holistic health services with the alkaline and everything?
Oh, yeah. Well, because Dr. Bernardo died, it's a little weird. There's some rumors going around, and he was sort of unlived, as they call it. And my current mentor, Dr. Robert O. Young, who I wrote this book about, the subtitle is called Dr. Robert O. Young's pH Diet and Mindset. He is in jail for the 5th time because his program works. It's the same as Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, a lot of people think he was unalive. Dr. Simosini, the Italian guy, he was baking soda, that's alkalinity. So basically, people kept calling me and saying, what do I do? What do I do? And I go, well, I'm not a doctor, but I've got the protocol. So basically, I just give people, I give them the protocol and say, Dr. Bernardo or Dr. Young would have you just follow these supplements, and they get you alkaline. Don't take apple cider vinegar. That makes you acidic. It looks like it works, but it's because it robs from Peter to pay Paul. In other words, the acid hits your stomach and your body goes, oh my God, I can't have that in my blood. So it leaches calcium from your bones to alkalize the acid you just put in. And eventually you could get bone cancer. But do not do ACV, do baking soda. Your stomach makes baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, in order to push the food through. Now, the side effect to that is it also makes stomach acid. But your stomach acid never touches your food. It's gone by the time the stomach acid comes out. Nobody knows this stuff except Dr. Young. And that's why they threw him in jail again, 5th time. It's horrible. So I'm not a doctor or anything, but if somebody calls me up, I just say, yo, get my book. And if they want specific supplements and stuff, I can coach them because I'm a personal trainer too. So that kind of comes with my personal training. If I'm your personal trainer, you're also learning alcohol, because that's the key. And as you say, thank you. I don't look 57. I'm pretty sure it's because I practice what I preach.
Yeah, I'm going to say 45 because that makes you only 2 years older than me. Yeah, we'll stick with
it.
Okay. People still cannot believe I'm actually 42 and I'll be 43 in January. But they're like, well, how do you stay so young? When I do something that's been around for centuries. What? Work out, go for walks, don't sit down too much, drink a lot of water, drink coffee, no alcohol, no smoking for me. I've never had a single drop of alcohol ever into my body. I'll be honest with you about that. Not one drop of alcohol has ever been inside me. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you're lucky. We should do another episode sometime about my alcoholism and how I beat that 14 years ago. I've been sober now for 14 years.
Congratulations. Okay, so what is the most important, as yourself as a martial artist, what is the most important lesson to learn about martial arts that you've been taught?
I love the fact that you don't have to take crap from anybody, and you can also protect other people that somebody's trying to give crap to. More of my fights have started because I've had to protect somebody else getting beat up than my own fights. I think people, I'm 6'1", I'm fairly intimidating anyway, so nobody messes with me, but often somebody will be beating the hell out of somebody else and I'll step in and say, nope.
Yeah, I can remember the same when I used to work in an office and there was a person being rude to an old, I don't want to say that in the rude way, but like someone who was fairly older than me. I'll say it in a stylized way. And they were just being rude, and I came around the corner, and he just went quiet, and I went, you're stepping over the line, so do not be disrespectful to her, and just put your manners back in place. He goes, I'm sorry. Well, don't apologize to me, apologize to her, right? You were out of line. You don't come to somebody's workplace and run your mouth off like that.
Yeah, man. That's the best part about being a martial artist. You're sort of a 24/7 cop in a way. I don't want to say that because I don't think you're allowed to, but you're able to be security. I'm security wherever I go. Anybody around me is in good hands. Unless you're the bad guy.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to say, before we leave, could you say that line from Kickboxer, what you'd say to Sasha Mitchell's character? Could you say the line, what we said before we came on camera?
Which one was it? Which one?
It was, it's you I want, you. But could you please do that, please, for me, please?
It's you I want, you.
Next week you'll die. Next
Medicone.
week. Yeah.
Medicone.
Sorry. when you're doing that. The quick question about that. The exhibition fight you had, the young lad who you were having the sparring, did he have a martial arts background as well?
Oh yes, yeah, Miguel. He did. Yeah, Miguel, he was a good buddy while I was over there. I wish, I lost your number, man. If you ever can find me on Facebook, find me. He's a good guy. Yeah. He taught me to do that first spinning kick I did in the sparring session. Remember, I did the spin and then roundhouse kick.
Oh yeah.
Because I had never done that one. So he showed me right before we shot the scene. He goes, "Why don't you try this?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's awesome." And what's really cool about that is Marcus Taylor, who's also a martial artist and a good movie star. He was in Compton, I think, straight out of Compton. One of my Facebook friends. When him and I became friends on Facebook, he goes, "Dude, I watched Kickboxer 3 and I saw you do that kick and I started practicing it. And then I used it in a real fight." And he did. I watched him use that kick in a real kickboxing fight and knock the guy out. So awesome. That guy, Miguel, I'm pretty sure that was his name, you're talking about, taught me how to do that kick. And because of that, Marcus learned how to do it and did it for real and won his fight with a KO. Kick KO.
Congratulations. I started doing that. I started learning to do that kick myself when I saw Philip Ree in Best of the Best. And because without a shadow of a doubt, he is one of the best Taekwondo experts I've ever seen, and he kind of brought Taekwondo onto the screen. And sometimes I'd spin and miss myself, but then sometimes I managed to kick the pad quite bad, and people were like, "What? How did you do that?" And it's practice. That's all it comes down to, just practice. Sometimes I'd throw 2 of those kicks and finish with the left one as well, and people cannot be surprised. I'll send you the link when I get a chance.
Right on.
You'd be like, how do you do that?
I love my spinning back, spinning back kicks, spinning hook kicks, spinning everything, spinning round kicks.
What's your favorite kick to do?
Was the lead leg side kick. It was the best compliment. One of the best compliments I got was Blinky Rodriguez said, "Ian Jacklin's left leg is very educated. It's sort of like Muhammad Ali's jab."
Oh, yeah.
So I would pick that left leg and just shoot it like a machine gun. Now I need a hip replacement in my 50s. But I was one of the best kickers back in the day. And as most best kickers, hip replace. I've had one hip replaced already, my right. Now I need my left. So all you young guys out there, get into yoga young and stretch. I didn't do yoga until I was older, so I think that's why I'm getting these joints having to be replaced.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully they all go well for you as well, Ian. Yeah. Well, Ian, thank you very much for coming on my show. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor to have you on here. I hope we recollaborate down the line, because it's been a blast talking to you. And it's you I want to come back. You. I'm going to say that again.
Well, and if I may, let me do this before we go. My 2 most recent books, because now I'm into aliens and spirituality and all that stuff. So here's one. It's called Amoeba to Alien. That just came out. And this is coming out on the 24th. Jesus versus Yahweh. It's really deep stuff. If you're interested in the ancient alien subject at all and spirituality and where we really came from, I get into all that really deep stuff. So you can just go to Amazon and look at Ian Jacklin, Jacklin, on my authors page, and all 7 of my books are there. I even Alkaline is now in Spanish, Espanol. It's called Alkalino, because this is the key. If you want to win life, be alkaline. Make your fish tank alkaline, not acidic, and that's it. So
I'll throw the apple cider vinegar away then. I'll throw the apple cider vinegar away.
No ACV. Use that for cleaning your floors.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
Don't use regular cleaners. They're all so toxic. People get cancer and come to me because they're using regular cleaners. Just use vinegar and water and soap. Okay. That's what you need. Go old school. Go old school.
You mean legendary? Legendary. All right.
I'm coming.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that, Ian. Thank you so much for Ian, and we'll speak to you soon.
All right, brother.
Brother. Thank you. One more second.